Hey guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. This is what we eat in a week. So this was linguine. This was crab, shrimp, linguine. I had to think then. Yeah, that's what it was. And that's the breakfast loaves I made. Just randomly stick them in there, you know. Crab, shrimp and chorizo by the looks of it. I can't remember what I had. There you go, that's what it was. So this is gammon, egg and chips. Good old English nosh. This was Steve's plate, by the way. I don't really eat gammon like that. It's a bit too salty for me. So yeah, that's what he had that day. I forgot the pineapple. The biggest sin of them all when you have gammon, egg and chips. I forgot the pineapple. Oh well. So this day I cooked, these are Heck chicken sausages, and it was supposed to be chicken and chorizo tortelloni, but Steve, being a plonker, didn't check the packets properly when he got home. Chicken and pancetta, but the other one's spinach and ricotta, and it made two of us heave. Basically. So yeah, this was me just cooking it. I mean, you can use any flavoured tortelloni you want and just follow this recipe anyway. It's so easy. Anyway, I just wanted to add in, while this bit's playing, that there's 2 days missing, but I'm going live tonight, Monday, between 8 and 9, so if you want to ask me why they're missing, I'll tell you tonight. Sorry about the voice as well, still got a bad chest, throat, whatever. Yeah. So yes, I'm finally going to go live. Please be gentle with me. So I'm just sticking some spring onions in there too. You put what you like in there, to be honest. This would have been really nice if I hadn't had that. I think it was the ricotta I didn't like. It was, oh. No, ricotta's not for me. Or for Caitlin, she didn't like it either. So basically just cooking the mushrooms, the spring onions, the chicken sausage. I've got the pan on at the back, and that I'm going to put my, that's the disgusting pasta there. Look, it's green. It's awful. I mean, there's plenty of people that probably like it, but no, it's not for me at all. So that only takes a few minutes to cook. The whole thing only took about 10 minutes really. Add just a tiny little touch of butter into that pan. And some garlic. This is obviously lazy garlic. If you don't like garlic, don't put it in, obviously. Don't forget, guys, please turn on your notifications, especially if you're planning on watching the live tonight, because for the amount of subscribers I've got, the amount that's got the notifications on is not that high. It's 100 and something. So I'm just going to carry on cooking this. All that at the bottom of the pan will come up. Not like that, it won't, Ailey, but but it will want some liquids added into there. So here I go. That's scientific measuring. Is that a chunk of cheese, soft cheese? This will make it creamy. If you've got 8 people in your family, you're not going to cook the same amount as me, so yeah, you just do it to your own needs for your own family, I suppose. And if you don't mind spinach and ricotta, then feel free to have a pop at this recipe. If it weren't for that pasta, it would have been really nice. My favourite is still the portobello mushroom one though. Oh, that's lovely. So I'm just melting down the cheese. Just making sure they're cooking properly. Now I'm just going to season. Just put some salt in there, some in there. So after that review Steve did on that pizza oven, has anyone thought about getting one? Has anyone bought one? Let me know down in the comments. It was really, really crispy. Just let it cook for a minute, it was really crispy, the base. I think it was money well spent. That's going to get a lot of use, that. Now, all I'm doing is adding that water from the pasta, and that's going to clear the bottom of that pan look and help to make a sauce. These pans, I say it all the time, they're fantastic, absolutely fantastic. This one here was from Lidl's. Mother-in-law bought it for me. One of the best things anyone's ever bought me. Well, apart from the gorilla statue that she bought me as well. That's as well is up there. These pans are absolutely fantastic, and the Lidl ones are brilliant as well. Don't think you have to go out and buy the really expensive ones. Expensive? It's early in the morning. Expensive ones, because you don't. So I'm just going to put the pasta into there now it's cooked. I'm not bothered if some water comes over as well. It'll just make a bit more sauce. I've got some parmesan to the side there in a little packet. That's 35 grams of parmesan. This pan here did the whole family. And I've been told that the whole family won't eat it again if it's got the spinach and ricotta one in. Steve didn't mind it, but then Steve's a walking dustbin, he likes anything really. Just give it a good mix. There was a bit of chicken powder that I added to this as well for the flavour for the sauce. About a teaspoon. I don't think I showed it. Oh, I didn't, I just yapped over it. A bit more water for the sauce, look. It doesn't taste watery because of the chicken powder. There we go with the old parmesan. You will get in there. It was our anniversary Friday, and that's one of the meals that's missing. It wasn't supposed to be. But what a night poor Steve and little Amy had. Again, I'm not going into it on here. If you're on the live, ask me on the live and I'll explain it. It weren't fun, bless them. So this is nearly finished now, and it'll have garlic bread with it. Top it with some parsley, make it look all pretty. And it's done. So where have I gone? I can't remember what I was doing while this was still recording. Just giving it a last stir. Tortelloni is a really quick and easy meal, but then that ain't got a lot of time. So I've turned it off, put the lid on, and I was waiting for the garlic bread, I think. So I did half garlic bread, half cheesy garlic bread, because Amy don't like garlic bread, but she'll eat it with cheese on it. And there we go. We all had a bowl. Not all of us enjoyed it, just being honest. So that was that meal. So this was homemade kofta kebabs with salad, homemade slaw. We were supposed to have wedges with it, but I couldn't be bothered. Couldn't be bothered, sorry guys. I think there's enough there anyway, to be honest. And Steve absolutely loved this slaw. It was from one of the Gusto recipes. So this, we had 2 days missing, so now we've come to Sunday. So this is midnight, Saturday night. And I'm going to put a big, it was £10 in money, it was a big piece of beef brisket into the slow cooker. You know, it's a wonder I don't turn my fingers off with that thing, you know. So I'll stick some garlic in there. If my father-in-law's watching, he's probably horrified. He says he don't like garlic, but he was drinking the gravy. So there you go. So that was a good old piece of brisket, was that. Stick in a bouquet garni. I chopped up small dice, half an onion. Chuck that in the bottom. I don't remember taking that bouquet garni out, actually. That's not good. Oh, my father-in-law didn't drink it. I must have took it out, surely. So, this is going to be slow cooking all night. On low, and I'm going to put in, this is beef stock powder. What I'm going to do is just put a heaping spoonful in. And this made such nice gravy, guys. There's nothing better than beef and onion gravy. Just put it on low and I left it. So, as usual, I'm baking, but because it's so bloody busy on a Sunday, I always end up forgetting to show you all of it. So this is the pineapple and fresh cream cake. I do 2 cakes actually. Cooking on a Sunday absolutely kills me, but I have to do it. Not because I have to feed everybody. I mean, they'll eat a sandwich, they don't bloody care. But for me, physically, I have to do it, because if I don't keep on doing it, then once I stop, I don't think I'll start again. So I have to push myself to keep doing it. Don't get me wrong, I don't stand there and do everything all at once. I know, there's me swatting a fly. Sodding summer when you live out in fields and stuff. Oh, it's horrific for bloody flies. Anyway, going back to yeah, I have to keep doing it. Otherwise, I think my body will seize up if I just stop doing things like this. So I do a job like these, I'll bang them in the oven, and then I have to sit down. Then I'll do another job. So it gets done, it just gets done in little increments. So, like I say, this was a pineapple cake. Steve, his dad, and Caitlin ate this. For some reason, I had it in my head that my mother-in-law didn't like pineapple, so I made another cake, didn't I? Completely not a moron, she does. I swear. It's age. I'm going loopy. So that was the 3 layers of the pineapple when it come out, and I did that as well Friday night before I fell asleep. So we couldn't find any what do you call it, parsnips anywhere. It was so odd. Couldn't find no parsnips, so I had to substitute for something else. I don't eat sweet corn, but then again I don't eat parsnips either, so I won't bothered. You will be chopped. So yeah, there was sweet corn, carrots, One day I'm going to lose a fingertip. The carrots are not overly big neither. Everything's getting a bit rubbish at the minute, I've found. For anyone that doesn't usually watch my meals of the week, I use a steamer, this silver stainless steel steamer here. So when I chop up the veg, I do give them a rinse while they're in that steamer pot because it drains out the bottom. So anybody that thinks that they're not washed, they are. The battle between Ada's hand and a piece of cabbage. I won. So yeah, we've got carrots, we've got sweet corn, we've got white cabbage. Not sure, I think it was all for veggies this day. I was meant to do cheesecake actually, but it was one of them. It was like it had to be set overnight, so I put the beef on and then I did that pineapple cake and I thought, right, I'll do that in a minute. I'll do the cheesecake in a minute. I fell asleep. So I ended up having to do another cake. Oh well, never put off what you could be doing. So here I'm doing the potatoes for the roasters. Over to the right there in that bowl, you can see I've just pulled apart that piece of brisket. It's in big chunks, and that entire thing was eaten. It was eating all of it. And every single plate was emptied. I was quite shocked actually yesterday. Every single plate was emptied. There was no food left behind. So it's just cooked until it's really, really tender, and I just pulled it apart with my fingers. And that just goes into the gravy once I've made it, and it'll sit in the gravy and be served from the gravy. So here I am again. I'm on another cake. So this is a chocolate cake with chocolate syrup and fresh cream. I tell you guys. Although don't be thinking we're piggies, it's not us, we're not the piggies, it's the mother and father-in-law. Because not only do they have some cake here, they take most of it home as well. So yeah, they're the dustbins, not us. It's all their fault. I have to bake cakes and eat them. Nothing to do with my greed. And I like doing them in 3 layers. I find it makes the cake lighter. And because I did 2 cakes, I was also short on fridge space. So I had to put them on 2 little, like, sandwich plates. Ugh, I told you. Then I had to rearrange my fridge to ram them in because of the cream. So yeah, it was fun all around. So there's the cakes all baked. That's garlic oil I'm showing you. Now I'm just going on to the roast potatoes, which have been part boiled. Everyone knows this, what I do. So I'm not going to explain. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Chuck onto a baking tray. You noticed I'm leaning on the counter there, look. Yeah, I've had enough. You can always tell in the videos, you know, if you see me leaning on the counter or something like that, I've had enough. So, oh, I'm glad I moved that. I thought I was going to be not showing you. So there was nothing fancy. All I did was load up the cream in all of them, and that was that. Wanted them done and in the fridge. I wasn't entering them into a cake contest or anything like that, so yeah, it was good enough. I'm debating whether or not to tell you about the gravy boat thing. I could just picture my father-in-law now looking at the telly going, no, don't you dare. I thought it was rather funny. Mother-in-law did not. My father-in-law is obsessed. Butter, bread and gravy. No matter what he's eating, he's got to have gravy on it. It drives the mother-in-law nuts. Wants gravy with everything. He'd have gravy on salad if you let him. So all I've done, as you can see, is put cream between the 2 layers, lid on. I'm going to do the same with the chocolate, except I'm going to put some Hershey's chocolate syrup between the layers as well. So as easy as that. And that had quite a strong pineapple taste to it, so I was told. I don't eat it, so there's the Hershey's syrup. This is where I professionally pour it all over. Oh yeah, look, all professional like. I take my time. Throw it on. And then cream. And that's all there is to this cake as well, and it went in the fridge. So yeah, there was plenty of food on Sunday. Yet absolutely nothing of the main meal left over. I was happy about it, obviously, because I don't like wasting food. But I was surprised. Mind you, I shouldn't be surprised, really. And that was Steve's dad. Next layer. So yeah, I took loads of time to put the syrup on. Slap some cream on. And we're just about done. I did have a piece of the chocolate one, it was quite nice. Light. If it's light, does that mean it's half the calories? Oh, let's be honest, I'm not bothered about the calorie count. At my size, it's a bit late to be worrying about calorie count on anything. Last one, squish it down a little bit. Bob's your uncle in the fridge. There we go. Just add room to put them in. I'm cheating. I think I've done enough for today. I've got some frozen Yorkies. Got Steve to grab them from the shop. Showing you the meat's done, ready to go in the gravy. I did 2 trays of roast potatoes, and it was just as well. There's the sweet corn. That's the juices. I need to make that into gravy. There's the white cabbage, carrots, and underneath is the potatoes for the mashed potato. So yeah, ready to go. Bit fuzzy because Steve did it on his phone, sorry guys. Did it on his phone at the dinner table because I never have everything that they have. So if I do my plate, that was so tender, that beef. I never have everything on my plate, so you don't get to see everything. So yeah, that was the roast dinner. And that's what's left of the cakes at my house. A quarter of each. I told you, the in-laws, dustbins. She's 4 foot nothing, you know, mother-in-law. Eats like Eddie Hall. So this is what we've got. There's the live for tonight. Look, approximately 8 p.m. And tonight I'm doing a gusto meal, sticky black pepper steak with pak choy and enoki mushrooms. And we're going to record that one Tuesday I've got Sainsbury delivery, that's changed. It's Indonesian style chicken and mushroom rice with satay sauce, another gusto. Serbian style Savapi pittas on Wednesday with something cheese and chips, that's gusto. Thursday is jacket potato, cheese, fish and butter and sauce, love it. Friday is tuna onigiri with lava and kimbap. Saturday is rolled pork katsu with cheese, sauce and baked pilaf. And a roast pork on Sunday. And I need a crumble for Sunday, so I'm going to make that Saturday. And I'll make the topping on Sunday. So yeah, that was that. Don't forget about tonight, guys, if you want to speak to me. Thanks so much for sticking with me. Bye.